Hello and welcome back to my camp. Now today we're going to talk about these two things. Very practical, very easy to use, little tricky, but it will enrich your vocabulary quite a lot. Let's take a look at it together, shall we? Alright, just setting up the flag here, important on the camp. Having a little bit of water, of course. Now, let's take a look, shall we? So, what I'm talking about here is quite basic. It starts in the A1 section of learning Norwegian. And this is the answers. These two sentences can answer so many questions in Norwegian. And it makes you sound a lot better. So, what we have here is ja, det gjør jeg, and nei, det gjør jeg ikke. Right? So, for example, in English, are you eating? Yes, I am. Are you tired? Yes, I am. See, you're not saying I am tired. You don't repeat that. Well, you can, of course, but it sounds much better when you don't. Same thing in Norwegian. These two can replace all verbs. Doesn't matter. If you get, for example, if you get the question, let's say, for example, this one, jobber du. See that verb right there? Jobber du. Then we could go ja, det gjør jeg. Or nei, det gjør jeg ikke. See, this gjør here replaces that verb and it sounds much better. You understand it, you just have to memorize these two answers and there you go. Very easy. Just gotta remember that you have a little bit of movement here in the structure of the two. So you have, for example, yes, ja, and then det gjør jeg. So you have det first place, and then verb second place, and jeg comes a little later. So it's not like English, yes, I am. You have an yes, it, does I? It's a little strange to use, but it holds true. Very easy to do. Or if you got on the negative side, right? Jobber du? Are you working? Jobber du? Nei, det gjør jeg ikke. No, I'm not. See? And these, the beauty of these is they can replace all of them. Of course, you have to match them to the tenses. So, for example, if you get the question jobbet du igår, right? You have to change that into the past tense. Ja, det gjorde jeg. Or nei, det gjorde jeg ikke. For the negative. So these things are very practical. Back to the present tense. So you get a question, jobber du, very basic. Ja, det gjør jeg. Nei, det gjør jeg ikke. Yes or no? Yes, I am. No, I don't. So you got, for example, you get the question this. Spiser du? Ja, det gjør jeg. Nei, det gjør jeg ikke. Right? Or sover du? Right? Ja, det gjør jeg. Well, you wouldn't really reply on that one if you were sleeping. Yeah, I guess if someone asks, nei, det gjør jeg ikke. Not sleeping, right? Sover ikke. Could use that. Or it's just everything. Like you have all the Norwegian verbs. There are some irregularities. There's a handful of verbs that does not get replaced by these two, right? It's not that many of them. So you can take that very securely. So for example, har du det gøy, right? That one changes. Or let's see here, går vi på tur I morgen? Ja, det gjør vi. You would replace that. Yeah, just normal verb, straightforward, you get replaced with all of them. Goes for all verbs. Like I have a verb list, 103 most used verb, same thing. Let's take a look at it. Let's keep it going here. So it replaces this, jobber du, right? You can say it with me if you want. Jobber du? Ja, det gjør jeg. Or nei, det gjør jeg ikke. No, I don't. Nei, det gjør jeg ikke. Det gjør, important to get pronunciation right. Just practicing. Ja, det gjør jeg. Nei, det gjør jeg ikke. Over and over and over again. Right? And then you get it perfect. You'll sound much better when people ask you. Right? Er du sulten? Right? That's a little bit different. But yeah, spiser du is replaced. Ja, det gjør jeg. See here. Leser du? Right? Leser du? Now you can reply. If you want, see, if you read that, you can say, ja, det gjør jeg. You're supposed to do that, right? Or, nei, det gjør jeg ikke. If you're not reading, leser du? Or, ser du på film? Are you watching a movie? Ja, det gjør jeg, nei, det gjør jeg ikke. It's very straightforward. Like, let's see here if I can get the next one. Aha! Now let's do these. Repeating verbs. Which verbs repeat? And what I mean by that is I will show you. There's this verb. That is å være. See that? That is a little different. This one, if you get the question including this verb, å være, var, har vært, you will repeat it in your reply. Right? So here, du sulten? Ja, det jeg. Or, nei, det jeg ikke. There's a lot of ones there. Du sliten? Du trøtt? Du hjemme? Du på jobb? Ja, det jeg. Nei, det jeg ikke. This verb repeats in your answer every time. Very easy. Always, always. These are quite nice. Let's see the next one. All right. Next verb that repeats. Å ha, to have. Right? So, in this one, har du spist? Ja, det har jeg. Right? Har du telefonen din? Right? Every time you get a question with the verb har, then you can go ja, det har jeg, or nei, det har jeg ikke. Straight out like that. So the good thing about these ones, specifically with å ha, is that you can use for presens perfectum. The fourth verb tense, right? Like we har vært, har spist, har sett, har snakket, right? When you're focusing on the result, then you can always answer with these two. That's like a little cheat code to say talk perfect, fluent, fast Norwegian. It's like if I were to ask you, har du vært I Tromsø? Right? Have you been? Har du vært I Tromsø? You can go, ja, det har jeg, or nei, det har jeg ikke. See? Har du spist pizza Grandiosa før? Ja, det har jeg. Hopefully you have tried that. It is Norway's #1 frozen pizza. Make sure you do. Har du spist pinnekjøtt? See there. Har du vært på båttur? Ja, det har jeg, or nei, det har jeg ikke. Right? Har du gått på tur I Norge? Well, if you haven't, if someone answers no on that one, then they are lying. Everything, like then that doesn't work. There's always tur, hiking in Norway. Så har du sett den filmen? Have you seen the movie? Har du sett den filmen? Ja, det har jeg, or nei, det har jeg ikke. See? It's easy, right? It's so simple. Yeah. Alright, let's check out. Alright. Oh, let's keep going. A little bit of water here while you look at that. Next one, modal verb. That repeats. Check it out. So, the modal verbs all repeat in the replies. So, like for example, you have skal, må, kan, vil, bør, right? The modal verbs. So here, same as always, same structure, see? So you have skal, ja, det skal jeg, or nei, det skal jeg ikke. So for example, skal du jobbe I morgen? Ja, det skal jeg. Nei, det skal jeg ikke. Skal du dra? Skal du løpe? Skal du se på film? These two replies works really well. Just ja, det skal jeg. Nei, det skal jeg ikke. See? Same thing, modal verbs repeat. Next one, må also repeat, same style. Må du lære dette for å snakke norsk? Ja, det må du. Right? Well, it makes stuff easier and you go like you get the flow faster. You get better flow when you talk. Så må jeg være her? Nei, det må jeg ikke. Jeg vil være her. See, right? Må du lære norsk for å snakke norsk right, for å bo I Norge? Ja, det må du. Yeah, well, you don't really have to. That depends. So, well, it depends on the job, but makes it easier. So, må, must modal verb, right? Oh, yes, always a little bit when to use the modal verbs. Well, skal is planning verb, skal, like future. Må, must, pretty straightforward. Let's look at another modal verb, shall we? This one, vil. Look at that. Vil could be used for wanting or will for future, depends. I was just using it for here the wanting portion if you're just starting out of its translation, vil, right? Vil du dra på kino, right? Vil du, right, spise norsk mat? Vil du dra til Oslo? Vil du se nordlyset? See, all those questions, simple answer. You can just say, ja, jeg vil se nordlyset. It's too boring, right? We want more. right? So, vill du se nordlyset? Ja, det vill jag. Of course, who doesn't, right? Vill du dra på tur? Vill du dra på valsafari? Ja, det vill jag, or nej, det vill jag ikke. In case you're afraid of getting wet, right? Happens, right? Vill du dra till Norge om vinteren? Ja, det vill jag. Of course, right? It's nice in the winter time. It's not that bad. Or nej, det vill jag ikke. Sort of, depends. Let's see the next one. See the repeat. Kan. What you can do also repeats in the questions. So we got here, ja, det kan jag, nej, det kan jag ikke. Kan du snakke norsk? Instead of just saying, ja, jeg kan snakke norsk, too simple. We go, kan du snakke norsk? Ja, det kan jeg. Kan du høre meg? Ja, det kan jeg. Kan du snakke russisk? Nei, det kan jeg ikke. I would say, ja, det kan jeg. Kan snakke litt. Skal vi se, kan du snakke fransk? Nei, det kan jeg ikke. Kan du snakke spansk? Nei, det kan jeg ikke. See, just repeats. You have like the extra verb snakke, but kan is in there. So, ja, det kan jeg. Nei, det kan jeg ikke. Kan du høre meg? Ja, det kan jeg. See, just repeat over and over. It goes quick. You get nice replies. Let's see here. All right. Okay. So, last one, our champion, bør, and when to use. Isn't this fun, right? Even got a Norwegian letter in there. Everyone struggles when to use the advising modal verb in Norwegian. It's used for giving advice, people. It's not that tricky. Just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate the modal verbs. Please, please, please. Bør is used for what you should do, advising yourself or others. So, for example, bør jeg lære mer språk? Ja, det bør jeg. Here I'm like, should I do that, right? Bør jeg dra til Georgia? Ja, det bør jeg. Right? Bør jeg lære mer språk, eller mer kinesisk? Ja, det bør jeg. Right? Kan jeg? Nei, det kan jeg ikke. Right? It's like, you go different here. They also repeats. Ja, det bør jeg. Nei, det bør jeg ikke. Bør du rydde? Ja, det bør du. Right? Bør du spise sunt? Ja, det bør jeg. See here, right? Ja, det bør jeg. Should always eat healthy, right? Spise sunt. Bør du trene? Ja, det bør jeg. See? Always just bør. Make sure you get the there. Bør. Sound. There it is. Quite straightforward there. Right, so that's it, all of them pretty much. Just to sum up of all of these, let's take a look. The modal verbs, they repeat, right? And so basically it's just you have, this one replaces all of the verbs, all of them. It's only if you have the verb, right? Å ha or å være, right? They repeat inside here, so you get the replacement of these two, right? Gjør and here, these two gets replaced. So instead of gjør, it goes to, if there's skal inside the question, then it goes into skal, ja, the skal jeg. If it's more, it goes a little bit different too, so you just gotta like kind of test it out, keep practicing and get the gist of it. Yes, a long video, but hope you liked it. This is going to help, hopefully will help you a lot with your Norwegian. Always want to make sure that everyone can express themselves fully. I know how it is when it comes to speaking a foreign language, and it's kind of don't want to just sound so simple, right? Just in it's just so simple. It's like, it's a little bit of my Russian in there, but I know how it feels. It's just, you want a little bit better, right? To kind of, you don't sound like you're just, your brain is like switched off or something. Like, these ones will sound much better than the normal ones. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video, and yeah, until next time. Ciao. Bye.